Well, it's clear by the ratings that not everybody that's a wrestling fan watches AEW. No surprise there. But apparently Kevin Nash is amongst those people. And apparently he just felt the urge to make this known on his podcast. Completely unprompted. Completely out of nowhere. Matter of fact, they were talking about smoking weed or being high or eating edibles or some shit like that. And Kevin Nash talking about being a high on, just talking about being high as fuck, and then just goes, by the way, I don't fucking watch AEW. Fuck that shit. Check out this clip.
Thank you for the feedback, everybody.
I just want to go on record that I have not watched AEW in months.
That you have not watched it.
Have not watched.
And this is genuine when you say this.
No, Genuine's a black R&B singer. This is Kevin Nash.
Okay. So, well, you could have put it on if you want. I mean, it's there.
No, it goes back to Steve Austin and I got a pact that he's not watching it, therefore I'm not watching it. And what I can tell by Twitter is Taker's now not watching it.
He's not watching it either.
Taker's not watching. So that, and it's nothing against any of the talent over there. Anybody that does anything over there, it's just something that we decided. It's like Lent. You have to give things up.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did that. So
yet Twitter maybe was a buzz with that.
It doesn't change the fact that Kenny Omega is my favorite wrestler.
And should be.
So Nash doesn't watch, neither does Stone Cold Steve Austin, neither does The Undertaker. And apparently I even saw a couple marks on the internet posting, well, if The Undertaker doesn't watch, and if Stone Cold doesn't watch, if Kevin Nash doesn't watch AEW, then I don't watch AEW either. I mean, did WWE make you guys millionaires too? Multi-millionaires? I mean, I can see their sense of loyalty to one company over the other. Does your best friend run creative for the rival company? Or you just being a mark? Being a marky mark. Look, I don't understand this mentality, and I never will, of, I get them to a certain extent, as you can clearly see. My point that WWE made these guys household names, made them very, very independently wealthy, gave them all kinds of options in their career. And in the case of Kevin Nash, they even have close personal friends at the highest of levels in WWE. So, of course, their loyalty is going to lie with the WWE, and they're not going to support the AEW product. I get it. I understand. For the rest of you, and look, even though I get it, I think that's stupid still. I really do. But for the rest of you out there, look, man, we got to quit this tribalism shit. Wrestling is wrestling. Support wrestlers out there doing wrestling. Now, AEW is a different style. And I get people that like the WWE storytelling and the creativeness and all of that over the AEW's more heavier on just in-ring match stuff, and blood and technical and all that kind of shit. And their stories are just kind of half-ass. So I get all that. I really do. But I think there's a large contingency of people out there that just feel the need to just try to bury a product just because, fuck AEW because fuck AEW, you know what I mean? Or fuck WWE, man, I'm AEW for life. There's no need for that kind of tribalism. If you prefer one product over the other, that's fine. Fair enough. Wrestling is art. It's subjective. Everybody likes it for a different reason. Some people like the sports like realism. You always hear Jim Cornette ranting about, is that fake phony bullshit. It's got to be as realistic as possible, as close to UFC style as possible. And then you got the people that like the flippy floppy fly fucking AAA fucking trios fucking luchador style shit where everybody's just kind of bing banging around and doing flippy floppies. People like the storytelling, like the Bloodline, one of the greatest storylines in wrestling history, the greatest of our era, no doubt. But for every one of those, you get another stupid storyline too, like Bray Wyatt's fucking bullshit, So they can't all be winners even in the WWE. You get AEW, and that's where you're going to see, take a look at any Bryan Danielson match that he's had, and it's a technical wizardly masterclass. Bloody, violent. You're only going to get that in AEW in the American system. So everybody brings something different to the table. I just don't understand the tribalism. I don't understand why Kevin Nash feels the need to publicly, I guess I do, like I said, one of his best friends is Hunter and that sort of thing. But why do we got to spend time burying AEW on our podcast for no reason? And now this is just inspiring all these other morons to be like, yeah, I'm going to boycott AEW too. Give it up like Lent, Kevin Nash says. And why Steve Austin? I mean, again, part of it I get. WWE has made Steve who he is, so why would he give any time and attention to AEW? But at the same time, back when he was doing his podcast, he had Tony Khan on the podcast. He interviewed Tony Khan. He interviewed fucking MJF. He's had Chris Jericho on the Broken Skull session as an AEW roster member talking about AEW. So I just don't know. I don't know where it all comes from. I wish there wasn't so much tribalism in wrestling. Tribalism in general, if you go anywhere, it's the political stuff too. It's movies even now, everybody's got an opinion on these Marvel movies and TV shows, and you can't go anywhere without there being some sort of beef, some sort of tribalism, some sort of my side's better than your side. And I think we can all just do better. Except that, people have different tastes and there's different things, and we don't need to put our own fucking hatred and vile into it, or even just a burial. Like Nash wasn't hating on AEW, but he certainly didn't do AEW any favors here. How good does that make AEW look when he's making a fucking joke, a mockery of it? And plus, he just volunteered that info. This wasn't a fan question. Hey, Kev, do you watch AEW? Do you follow any of the talent there? To which a fair answer would be no. You know what? I just out of support for WWE. But no, he's talking about eating fucking edibles. And he's just like, I stopped at watching AEW too. Because you just got to give shit up like Lent. He's making a mockery of it. He's like, he's belittling them. That's how the Kliq does. That's their type of. It's like something Triple H would say too. It's so beneath them. Just the. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So I feel like that kind of shit. At least Steve Austin, for example, or an Undertaker isn't publicly saying this kind of shit. We can do better. Let's do better as fans. Let's you can like what you like, but let's leave the hatred out of it. Let's leave the fuck this company out of it. Let's just like what we like, and you can put that over and you can sing its praises. But if you're spending energy on trying to take the piss out of another company just because you don't like it, you're kind of being a douchebag and you're contributing to the problem.
Let me tell you something, brother. You can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on this channel, dude. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to take your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.